Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm sitting a little bit uncomfortable, so I'm gonna greet you guys quickly and just let you know, as you can see from the title, this video is on contouring. I hope you guys like what I did and also understand everything. Please don't hesitate to comment and let me know what you would like to see or want me to add on my next video, obviously in addition to this video. So I hope you guys enjoy the video and stay tuned for my next one. Thank you as you go watch. Mara yini into ama-China ngakwazi kuyenza? Sekusho ukuthi bangenze nibe Beyonce. So this is the powder that I used. It's the Yardley translucent loose powder. To be safe, it's about 20 minutes since I've had it on, so I'm gonna quickly remove it and then show you guys how to contour. So the trick of removing a powder if you were baking, so that it kind of blends into your face, I use a pressed powder. So today I'm using a Yardley pressed powder. So it says it has a sheer matte finish and the coverage lasts up to 12 hours. I trust it does because, as you can see, it's already like finishing. I love this powder, like I abuse it. The color I'm using is Almond 09. So I'm just dabbing the brush onto the powder and then just go on and remove that. Grab some more. Yo, don't lie, I look baked. I look so baked. For contouring, I'll advise that you buy a dark powder. Any other powder will work, guys, to be honest. So it's the Colorstay Revlon powder. This one is in the color CAROB. So another thing I'm gonna use this LA Girl concealer. It's in the color dark cocoa. Okay, the brush I'm using is like a sharp brush, so I'll try do this side a powder and this side use a concealer, so you guys compare, because my point is, if you use a concealer, it kind of becomes more tense, and also you need to be more patient and it takes time, but it lasts longer because remember the concealer is like liquid. So yeah, I think a liquid lasts longer. That's what makes it last long. And then the powder, I mean, if you sweat, chances are the powder is gonna melt than the concealer. Yeah. So let's go on and do this. So this is the brush that I'm using, guys. This brush is like a sharp pointed brush. I bought this at Discem, if I'm not mistaken. A brush, I actually buy most of my brushes from there. So I'll start with the Revlon Colorstay, and what I do is to just dab the brush onto the... Now the trick is, because you're trying to make your face look thin, you know how we do it. That's how we're trying to make the face look, right? So now the trick is, you look at where your ear, like if you try to connect your ear line right straight to your mouth, that's where you can actually draw your contour line. I think it helps. So because I'm doing it this side, excuse me guys, I need a mirror. You draw your line and kind of end it right. So if you check where your middle eye line ends, taking it all the way down, that's where you end your contour line. Use all the powder that is consumed into the brush, guys. Like, don't be scared. So that's how you draw your line. And then what I do, remember we are kind of correcting the face, so you go on and dab your powder and kind of go all the way down. Dab some more, go up. I hope this concealer matches the powder, because I am really trying out something that I've never done, because I don't also want you guys to think this looks crazy, because they both work. I just want to use them at the same time so you see that they both do the same thing. Now let's go on and blend before we use the concealer. So for blending, I would advise that you use a sponge. You use like a beauty blender. You can use a brush, because most of the time I use a brush, but it's really up to you. It's just that I feel like if you use a brush, your brush has to be a bit hard and you have to be patient because it might take time. If you can check, I'm blending backward, because where you drew your contour line is exactly where you want it to end. So if you blend backward, you are allowing the contour to remain where you last drew it on your face, and then when you go down, obviously the color kind of goes down to match your color skin, like your body color skin. I hope that makes sense. Now that you have blended your contour, you go on again back to the powder. As you can see, this helps it to blend even further. So I love blending, guys. Like, look, I honestly feel if you don't like blending, then contouring is not for you. If you're not patient, contouring isn't for you, honey. But if you're in a hurry, don't you even dare. Do a minimal, go where you're going, because contouring needs time. So now I'm gonna try use the concealer. Don't mind me, guys. So basically, and then you obviously press out the concealer, just enough of what you will need, and then you start again. You can also use a brush, like put it on a brush, because it's easy to control. Let me show you what I mean. You kind of need a same sharp brush like the one I was using on the side, so you can just apply it. It makes it easy to control if you like apply it. I hope you guys can see this. You do the same thing. And then also you need to remember, guys, that different brands dry differently, but the LA Girl dries a little bit quicker, so you need to be quick when you're using a concealer. This brush is from Real Techniques. It's a foundation brush, but I'm gonna use it to blend my concealer. Why? Because it's quite hard and easy to control as well. Or you can use a blending sponge, which works better too. And then with the brush, I don't know if you guys can see, this brush is doing wonders, guys. Like, it's so easy and great to control. Real techniques. Y'all are doing the damn things, guys. I usually like to go back to the clean side for the jaw, because I feel for you to control it to stay at the on the right area. Is the dirty one, if you like happen to kind of go below your line, then it means what the excessive powder or concealer here goes down. Then now you end up having a very long contour, which is not good. But you can obviously always correct that, which I'm going to show you after this. Although if you're in a hurry, you need to be very careful. Go to the clean side and just correct that. Blend it some more. So I don't know if you like the color of my eyes. I used the Rimmel eye contouring palette. Guys, I am so sorry. I nearly forgot one last trick. Shoo! There's one last trick which I always do. Wow. So to snatch your contour, like your jaw contour, one last trick. I'm so sorry, guys. This is what you do. So I'm gonna use my translucent powder again, the one from Yardley, and I'm just gonna dab the beauty blender again on the powder and just kind of correct. You see how the line kind of faded into my jaw, into my skin. Like, you can't see the line that you drew. So to bring it back, you kind of draw where you would like to see it go, like that. What did I just nearly do? Okay, so basically you leave this for about a good 5 to 10 minutes if you want it to like pop, because basically you are somehow baking again. So the bake kind of stays. I don't know if you guys can see, like you can see where I baked and you can see the contour. So that's the trick. I'm so sorry, I nearly forgot this part. Please don't you forget it. I'm gonna actually take an earth break and go eat, and then I'll be back and finish up for you guys. So guys, this is literally 5 to 10 minutes later, and I'm just gonna remove this. So I even put on my wig. So you just remove, use a light hand. If you guys check properly, I have that contour line back. So if you leave it longer, your contour line is also gonna be more enhanced. So once you do that, you are done. Set your face again and you should be good to go. Let's just put on some lipstick and see how that goes. What's the final look without a shimmer? I got this at the Chinese store the other day, guys. I am actually impressed because wowzers. This was probably like 40 bucks, guys, if not less, honestly. Oh, I just smudged my lipstick. I forgot. Nothing new there though. Your girl is clumsy, y'all. Mara yini into ama-China ngakwazi kuyenza? Aye man. Whatever it is that the good brands are doing or using, the Chinese probably invented it. Okay, I kind of put a little bit too much. This is how I finish my setting sprays because wow, sis.